So, I mean, it was really interesting because that really showed us, I mean, a little bit of how a lot of this happens. And when you're dealing with other people's IP, like I had a little bit of experience with that working on G.I. Joe for so much and working with Hasbro for so long. But a lot of my career has been licensed property stuff, you know, so it wasn't surprising, you know, you're always working in somebody else's playground, so you never know, you never have final say.
Right.
It definitely complicates things. I've never worked with IP. It's funny you bring up G.I. Joe. I just posted a video today and I sent Hasbro an email. I really sent the email, but it's a ridiculous email and won't get answered. But
you might know a guy who could.
I can forward it if you want.
There's IDW is losing the rights. This is rumor has it to do G.I. Joe and Transformer titles, and there could be more. So I was like, well, I want to do Beast Wars, I want to do Transformers, I'll do G.I. Joe. Like, what do we got? Anyway, it was a little gag, but that's interesting. There's some fun things about it. I keep thinking there's some properties I'd love to play with, and at the same time, it's like it could really complicate things, like your story shows. And
there's pros and cons to everything about it. Like, there's something so fulfilling and enjoyable about working on properties that you grew up with, that you have like a nostalgic love for.
Right.
And that's been a big part of my career, working on Ninja Turtles and G.I. Joe and Transformers and stuff like that growing up, and then getting to work on it professionally is a blast. But yeah, I mean, there are times too where where I work on a Spider-Man and I'm drawing an issue and it's and it's just the chameleon dressed, you know, kind of imitating Peter Parker. And he's just a total jerk to everybody. And I'm like, this sucks.
There's like no action.
There's no action, and then like, you finally see Spider-Man at the end, and he's just knocked out. I'm like, this issue sucks.
Like, what a tragedy.
Yeah, or you know, I don't know. So sometimes you know, I don't know. I did an issue of X-Men that was like Storm, but she was like made of energy. So Iron Man made a armor for her that was in the shape of Black Panther, but it was like Iron Man Black Panther armor that was containing energy Storm. I'm like, what is this? I was like, this isn't X-Men. I'm like, ugh. So I don't know. There's times where you get to work on property. You're like, yeah, I worked on X-Men, and then you're like, what the heck is this story?
Yeah.
But the general public doesn't need to know the details. You're just like, I worked on X-Men, man.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. It impresses. You get the street cred anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't have any of that kind of street cred. I'm pretty sure I'll never work for any of those companies or work on those properties. But I still have a last name that I can just milk.
Yeah. Yes. And you play the guitar, as we can see from your.
Yeah.